Nation, welcome back to this platform. Welcome to this installment. I hope you're having a great weekend, or at least had a great weekend, because it's already Sunday. We know the drill starts tomorrow, but I hope you had a restorative weekend. I hope you're feeling good, or at least refreshed and ready for the week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for choosing Inspired Nation. Thank you for choosing this video. For those that are tuning in for the very first time, guys, you're welcome to make this your platform. Please subscribe. To those that are returning, my returning viewers and subscribers, you know the drill. You know how we do. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for sticking with us. Guys, so today on our video, we will be doing a how-to video. So today on our video, we will talk about how to unlearn being hard on yourself. In short, how to unlearn self-hate. That's what it means. So something wonderful that I want to get us started off with in the beginning for my Christian folks. Yes, I got you. In the beginning, when God created everything, we came on the sixth day. Everything was already provided for. We came into abundance. This is subject for another day. When we came here, everything was already provided for us, guys. Everything was already prepared for us. We came into abundance. But this is my point. After God created everything, including us, He said, this is good. This is good. So when you want to think about learning to being hard on yourself, learning to stop self-hate, learning to really get rid of self-hate, you need to anchor it on something. And I'm saying today, you can choose to anchor it on this word. When God created you, He said, this is good. So keep that in mind as we go through the video. Keep that in mind. This is good. You are good. I am good. That is just wonderful. That is just wonderful. So today I am here to remind you specifically that you are good. You are the goodness of God. By every definition of that, you are all that is in this world. So getting started, there's a meme that I love that I've shared with so many of you that once circulated on social media sometime last year. So in this meme, they show an egg, and then they show the millions of sperms when fertilization is about to happen. You all know this. They show the millions of sperms that are dashing for the egg, and then they say, you were a winner from day one. How cool is that? I like that. But when I saw that, I went further and I said to myself, it's interesting that we only talk about creation from the biology perspective, right? Which is what science tells us, which is great, absolutely. But my sense is that we are more than just that biology. We are more than just those sperms, because then you ask yourself these millions of questions about where those sperms came from, whatever. But we know the biology, the science at least tells us, gives us those explanations. But my sense is that before those sperms even became, we existed, we were in the non-physical. We were one with God. You know how parents tell us that you came from heaven? I used to think so hard about that, and I'd be like, so I came from heaven. There's actually something deeper about that, because to me it says we really came from a non-physical world where we were one with the Father, with the Spirit. But I don't want to get into those kinds of details, because I know there's differences in religions and beliefs and whatever. This is just me speaking and me interpreting my own world in a way that serves me. So for me, it says we came from one source. All of us, we came from one source. from the non-physical. And then I think about just how beautiful when the greater one dreamt the cells that make each one of us. All of those cells that truly make you who you are were dreamt by somebody even before we came. So then I was like, so since we were one with the Father, when those millions wanted to come to this physical world, to this physical time-space reality, you, my friend, you were more eager than all of those millions that wanted to come. You were more eager. You were more willing. You were like, damn, going there, it's my time. You are more eager. You are more willing. And more than anything, you were more ready. It was your time. And you came. And here you are. And before you even came, the Creator, the one that dreamt you, the cells that make you up, had already said, this is good. So as we are thinking about unlearning, unlearning being hard on ourselves, unlearning self-hate, we need to just think first about who we truly are. I've just made an illustration of who I understand myself to be. You are welcome to understand yourself from a perspective that resonates with you. But for me, just what I've illustrated says to me, I am connected to the one that is all there is. I am one with the Father. I came from a source that I believe we all came from, and which is the infinite intelligence, which is the infinite abundance, which is everything great and positive. I believe everything positive is associated with God. So with that, I sort of view myself. That is important because how you see yourself then determines, the sort of feelings and internal narrative that you hold about yourself. It's important to understand who you say you are. So with that, you being here, having come from some space that you only understand, you only have created based on religious beliefs or whatever constructs you're using, you are here, and everything about you is right. Everything about you is perfect, is on time. You are on time. You were ready. You need to understand that what sort of started getting you feelings of negative feelings about yourself, let's put it like that. It started a long time ago when you started comparing yourself with so many other things. And yet, since you came to this world, you have been sifting and sorting and making all kinds of decisions, coming to conclusions about things that resonate with you. Since you were a baby, you were given a certain kind of food being introduced to you for the first time, and you were like, no. And then they would take it away, give you something else, and you'd be like, no. You enjoy that and you play with your feet. You were making decisions ever since you came. Decisions that are tuned into your beings, the cells that make you up. As we've said, that somebody that you are connected with, somebody greater, dreamt of you and put together cells, dreamt the cells that make you up. So that you are unique. Ever since you came, you've been making all kinds of decisions about that which is you, that which aligns more with the person that you are. You grew up, you went to school, and you decided which kinds of friends you wanted to have. You decided what kind of style, dress code, and things like that. Socially, what type of things you like doing, sports or not. You were defining, making decisions about who you is. So having understood that you are unique and you have been making all kinds of decisions every day, you're deciding about things that belong to you, things that resonate with you. you started feeling negative about yourself, maybe as early as, I don't know what, as early as you started interpreting feedback that you receive, being compared to your siblings at home, getting at school, seeing somebody else performing better and things like that, and you started deciding who you were in relation to other things and people. As you're going into the education system, it's sort of also added another filter to say, oh, this is who you are, or this is who you are not. But all of it is really comparing yourself to other people. There's levels to it, right? Right now, people also compare themselves against achievements, thinking that because you're same age with somebody else, you should be where they are, which is not true. So what is the source of us finding ourselves not liking ourselves much is comparing ourselves to things that are outside of who we truly are. We compare ourselves against parameters and benchmarks that do not even resonate with the being that we are. And yet, when you start comparing yourself with the purpose, the inner being that is you, then it just becomes a subject of between you and you. It's you trying to calibrate yourself to your purpose every single day, and trying to get aligned, get in tune with the things that really resonate with you, and those things you will know resonate with you will feel good to you. That's how you know. So I want to just touch on maybe 2-3 things that we need to embrace or adopt in order for us to unlearn being hard on ourselves, and also unlearn self-hate by extension. This is a big subject. I think that we will definitely continue talking about it in subsequent videos. So number one, what you need to do every day, you need to start your day by giving to yourself first. Start your day by giving love to yourself first. You may live with a family, you may live by yourself, you may have family members, extended maybe family members that you're always reaching out to, taking care of, but you never really give to yourself. So one of the things that can help you build a positive relationship with yourself is really starting your day from a positive light by giving back to your soul, feeding you first. So you do this by either starting your day with gratitude, because gratitude anchors you to the blessings that you have right now. Gratitude gives you a double portion. Something wonderful was said at church today. The story about the 10 lepers that were healed by Jesus. They were healed, they heard that Jesus was around, and they went and asked Jesus to heal them of leprosy, and he healed them, all 10 of them, and then they went back, and then 1 out of the 10 went back to Jesus to say thank you for healing me. And this is what Jesus said. He said, go home, your faith has made you well, you have been healed. He had already healed the others as well. But because this one came back for the second time, he actually came back to say thank you. It was the gratitude. He received a double portion. Life was spoken over his life. So gratitude will give you a double portion. Trust me on that. Gratitude will set you apart. Gratitude will make your life flourish. It's just like a father. The kid that says thank you the most, in a way, it pleases the father. It pleases the source from where you came from, to connect every single day and just connect from a perspective of just offering thanksgiving. So start your day with thanksgiving. Start your day with giving back to yourself, filling your soul, nourishing your soul, feeding you, connecting with you. That will help you throughout the day to feel anchored, because you start with yourself, so that when you give to others, you actually have something to offer. Because otherwise, guys, it's been oversaid that we cannot give what we don't have. We just simply cannot. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is being your number one cheerleader. So that calls for you to, number one, set your goals, which means that you do need our vision book, Inspired Nation Vision Book. You need to buy it. It's only 170 emalangeni. You need to be your number one cheerleader. How are you going to do that? You need to set intentions for each day. Because when you have goals for each day, when you accomplish them, you gain confidence. You build self-love, because you start appreciating yourself more for the things that you're doing, the contributions that you're making. So being your number one cheerleader calls for you to have your goals, know what you need to achieve. It calls you to be organized. It calls you to really set intentions, because if you don't have intentions, it means you don't value your life. It's just that big. It's just that big. If you don't have a vision, you don't have a plan for your life, it means you don't comprehend how valuable your time is on this planet. So you need to have a vision. You need to set intentions for each day, and as you set those intentions, encourage yourself, right? Encourage yourself. You are your number one cheerleader. Encourage yourself every day as you're executing the tasks. Use an affirmation. I am capable of amazing things. I can do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Even as you face challenges, as you're trying to do what you do, greater is he that is in me than the one that's in the world. Do encourage yourself. Be your cheerleader, your own cheerleader. Compare yourself to only yourself, to only the purpose, the beating of your own heart, the beating of your own drum. You know what you want, you know what resonates with you, you know who you are. So those are the things that you want to be aiming for, and sort of like putting as benchmarks, as targets, as your goals. And as you do that, as I've already mentioned, you gain confidence. But guess what doesn't happen when you don't have a goal, you don't have a vision for your life? What happens is that year after year, you find yourself at the same position, and you start feeling bad about yourself. You start feeling negative emotions. You start feeling that you're not good enough. You start feeling that you're inadequate, you're a failure, you can't do this and that, and you start comparing yourself even more to other people that seem to be moving the needle. So what you want to do is, in order to address that critical, negative monster that lives in each one of us, you want to set goals, set intentions for your life, have a vision for your life, and then start working towards those. Celebrate milestones, encourage yourself along the way, take rest when you get tired, reflect, take time to, sometimes you map out something and you feel like, actually I could do this better. Always go back to the drawing board, do things differently, but just be a work in progress. Just understand that you are becoming, and as you're doing that, you feel encouraged. As you're doing that, you feel confidence. Confidence comes from executing, and you're like, hey, I can do it. And then you keep at it, you keep at it, you keep at it. But the opposite of that is you find yourself like lack of vision, lack of goals, lack of execution, find yourself in the same position, and then you start being bitter, you start comparing yourself, you start being jealous, you start, feeling guilt, about the things that you should have done, opportunities you should have taken, all the emotions. I said, number one, you need to start your day by giving to yourself. Start your day with gratitude or whatever practice that you can do that replenishes your soul. Start your day with that. That will anchor you to the truth about you. Number 2, be your number one cheerleader. Don't wait for people to reassure you. Don't wait to be validated by others. It's great when people do that. We welcome it, but know that you are worthy even before somebody does that. So be your number one cheerleader, and that calls for you to have certain goals that you're cheering yourself up for, right? Yeah, so that's what I had for you all today. I also wanted just to read some statements that I love to encourage you. So you just want to say these after me. It's affirmations. You all know I love affirmations. So just take it in. Take a nice deep breath. You know, the thing that I love about breath work is that it anchors you to the present moment. It anchors you to the most important thing that is happening right now, which is you taking in life, you breathing. So breath work really brings your awareness to the single most important thing that's happening right now, which is you being here, you being alive, you breathing. You know, life is about balance. You take in a breath, you take it out. You can't take one and hold it for a long time because there'll be an imbalance in your body. You can't take it out and not take it back. It's the same thing about relationships, about anything else. We need to balance it. To give love, we must get love. Give value, we must get value. You know? So take a deep breath and anchor yourself to the present moment, to your being here, and then repeat this after me. I am here for a reason. I am here for a reason. I matter. I matter. I matter. I am deeply significant. I am deeply significant. I am so enough. I have a purpose. The universe said yes to my coming. I matter. I am lovable. And I recognize my wholeness. I am complete, just as I am right now, just as I am, without all of the things that I still want to achieve. Right now, I am enough. Where I am is enough. Where I am is enough to nudge me and calibrate me to the next best move that I'd like to take, or the next level that maybe I have no idea of even, that God has for me. I am enough. Where I am is enough. So our job is to tell our minds, what to do, because our minds every day are communicating with the body. They're sending instructions to the heart based on what we believe, what we are saying. So use your words to heal yourself. Use your words to nourish yourself, cheer yourself up. Use your words to build yourself. Don't wait to be built by somebody else. Look in the mirror and say, damn, you've come so far. You are great. You are great. Say these things out loud. They are more meaningful. Even myself, when I say it, it's just way more beautiful than when I say it in my mind. When I just look in the mirror and say, you are so great. I love you all, guys. Catch us up next week. We will continue on this subject. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for sticking with us. Remember, you can be more. You can be more. You can be more. You can do more. And you can definitely have more. Remain inspired, guys. Enjoy your week ahead. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. And please remember to subscribe to my son's channel. It's Wamos Art Academy. He's the one that helped me set up this wonderful platform. So I always love giving back to him. Guys, remember to subscribe. Remember to tune in next week. We love you all here at Inspired Nation. We remain committed to uplift, to enlighten, to encourage, and to educate. That is our mission. We want to uplift Stay tuned for more. We're coming back next week. Bye, Inspired Nation.